Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. He's a sharp little ball here. Thuram cuts it out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central...
Shapes to shoot! Pull it. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Not the most accurate pass. Anything... No... Bellingham! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mbappe is herring after that one. And here's Hullet. And Hullet! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! And that really is so impressive. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nedved. Now it's Drogba. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Bolivia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bolivia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Thuram.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Hullet. Turns and goes back. Gerrard. Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bellingham. He's picked his way through. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe! Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Lahm. Looking for options for movement. Bellingham with the delivery. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely worked. Nedved. And Mateus. Gerrard takes control of it and he's on the move. Kimmich. In towards the back stick. Rijkaard Gets rid without sophistication. Gullit powering forward here. Aimed beyond the defence. That's good running with the ball. They want to be quick to recover this. Gerrard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Defending was strong and firm. Chance here to counter. Gullit. Now it's Kimmich. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Decent progress down the left. That looks a good ball through. Gullit receives it in a wide position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's being urged to shoot. Gullit. Mateus. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well seen, saw that coming. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again then.
Bolivia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Mbappe.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mateus. Now it's Gullit. Gerrard. Gullit is onto it in a flash. Rummenigge. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Hazard running with the ball. He's found the way through. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Mateus. And it's Gullit. Drogba. Now it's Nedved. Gullit. No way through there. Gullit. And that's not going to reach. Could go all the way here. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Roberto Carlos, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Bolivia are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Thuram. Nesta gets across to intercept that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hazard goes steaming forward. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shot, surely! No mistake! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Cambio en Bolivia. Número 9.
So,
Número
time for
7.
changes on
Número
both sides,
8.
actually.
Número 3.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cambio.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There's the header! Decent enough try. Good. And the counter is on. Bellingham making good progress on the right-hand side. De Jong cuts out the pass.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rummenigge might just make this. Thuram. And it's Bellingham. Ronaldinho looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Good read, needed to be. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's been played through.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Real chance! There it is! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Now it's Haaland. And this is Nedved. Maldini. That's very neat. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rummenigge looks to get on the end of this. Lampard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kaka. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Nedved. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Drogba.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicked it back promptly. And it's Hullet. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's made its way to him. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain... Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, that's superb. Oh, shooting chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. It's a promising position. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini. But it's Thuram. Rijkaard.
Bolivia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Not the most convincing of passes. Chance here to counter. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And the counter is on. Knocks it out wide. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Drogba. That's good running with the ball. Hullet. Mateus. Now it's Drogba. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking for the run. And he was alert to it. Lahm. And he's there to make the challenge. Great run on the overlap here. Bellingham. That's Nedved. Tries to play it through. It's a loose ball. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lahm. And that interception was most necessary. Gullit has created one goal already. Nedved. Now it's Gullit. And here's Eto'o. And it's Bellingham. Driving on and making good progress. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kimmich goes back to front. And this is Gullit. Drogba. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He can run onto that. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mateus. Drogba. And Mateus. Lahm. And it's Bellingham. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the second half gets underway.
Bolivia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Bellingham. Mateus. Gullit. That's a sharp pass. Eto'o has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And it's Nedved. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Great defending, strong and determined. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's burst through! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gullit. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Now it's Drogba. Knocks it into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Hazard is wide and looking to get onto this. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Bolivia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Hazard. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Now it's Drogba. Played out to the left flank. Nedved. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Drogba aimed beyond the defence. Pullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Eto'o. That's a cute ball. And he welcomes it in. Has crossed into the middle. Nedved. That has not gone well. And this is Drogba. And that is expertly dealt with. Mbappe. Thuram makes the interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Bolivia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's the chance to counter. And here's Drogba. Nedved. That is lovely. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pass somewhat off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Cambio en Bolivia. Número 9.
Pullet ready to try
Número
one.
7.
Well,
Número
he has
3.
great set-piece prowess.
Número
I think you
8.
know what's coming, but stopping it, another matter.
Número 14.
And he shoots! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Eto'o does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? Shot, surely! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rummenigge. Now it's Drogba. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was Cantona! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cantona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Up he goes! And that was very necessary.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Pullet. Rummenigge. So what can they make of this? He's one-on-one! Schmeichel getting this one clear. Goes back. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running, simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really...